officially on the way to Comic-Con. I have these two for some reason. No matter what Comic-Con I go to, I always end up getting sick after, which makes any sense. You know, everybody's there with their cosplay and their germs. So take this with you. Hello and welcome to another episode of Claire here. Today we're going to be doing the vlog. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I was there for only one day and I'm infuriated right now. They said a car ride was 4 minutes, but it's been 30 minutes in the car, so forget it. I'm walking. Like, all this planning for no reason. No reason. All this planning for no reason. I don't know what muscle I pulled, but I'm too old for this. To the guy who I hit on the bike, on the go-kart, my bad, but this is ice in here. All right, so we made it to the vlog. Yeah, the go-kart, like I'm still icing my leg with biofreeze to this day. Legend has it. But yes, annual MEGACON in Orlando at the OCC, Orange County Convention Center. I'm just showing all this part because it really showed how far I was walking to the place. It was exactly 94 degrees outside and 6 degrees from me burning alive. Smart thing that I did this time was buy my tickets in advance. I ran into the Teen Titans. It was so fun. It was just nice to see like other fellow blurs, you know, because sometimes I feel like I'm out here by myself. But it was really nice to see them. I caught them right on the way in. I was so happy. We took a couple of takes because it was just like, what cameras are we looking for? I was still hot. Like I was fanning myself with my beads. I was like sweating to death. But yeah, that was take 2. I think we did an amazing job. It was so fun. I do it all over. Oh, and again, look, she was tired of it. Found another raven. Going upstairs. One thing I can definitely say for sure is just that the OCC is ginormous. If you have anywhere you need to go, start making your way there. Do not underestimate how long it takes it to go from point A to point B. So basically the first event, that was the smartest thing I did too, was that I went ahead and looked up events beforehand. So I'm just not philandering about. This is the DC meetup. So basically here, you know, everybody from DC meets in here from like 11 to 11:30. You can do photo shoots, you can link up. He was so nice. Like, dang, I didn't get his Instagram information, but he was on it. He was taking pictures from his phone, from his Apple Watch. I thought his Black Panther cosplay was fire. His helmet glows. I was like, what? Give me money. But yeah, he wanted to take photos. And then, of course, you know, I had to do Wakanda. But the first question I asked was like, how can you see in there? I was like, how can you see in there? That was my first question, but no, he killed it. I really liked his cosplay. It was pretty fire. And then we have the lovely Elfian Queen. I didn't even get her name. Her man. I didn't get her name, but of course we have Dumbledore, of course. I always see, for some reason, I always end up running into Dumbledore whenever I go cosplaying. For some reason, I always end up running into Dumbledore. This is heading downstairs. But I saw his cosplay and I was like, please let me take a picture with you. This was so unique. I think that was like the most funnest, the most entertaining part. Yes, Afro, I see you. Looking cute. Yeah, she's gorgeous. I love the fro. I think the most entertaining part to me was just looking at everybody's different cosplays and like their unique spins on it. So I was supposed to do the red carpet cosplay, but baby, do you see how long that line is? This is just the first portion of the line. The rest of the line, I'm going to show you on camera. Yeah, they had some really unique ones. This is the rest of the line back here to do the red carpet cosplay. I just feel like, and I'll go into that later on about the organization parentheses, but that was the rest of the cosplay. I was like, are you serious? Of course, you know, I ran into my boy Virgil, Static Shock, and then whatever from SpongeBob, I don't know the thing. But yeah, the vendors, they had a lot of the original comics. That's how the Killing Joke, that was really fire. And then her outfit was supposed to be edition on One Piece, like her version of it. She was like amazing. I was like, please let me film it. Like a little stalker. I was like, let me film your cosplay. It was so dope. Even down to the braids. There was just so many people out there with different cosplays. I feel like for some reason this year more people dressed up, because for some reason y'all just be going to Comic-Cons, y'all don't be dressed up. I don't get it. It's the one place you can actually be nerdy and it's okay. Got Dragon Ball Z, a couple Mandalorian hats there. A lot of squishies. As soon as I saw the Gryffindor, I had to film it. Avatar The Last Airbender. A lot of these goblets were pretty unique as well. And then, of course, the weapons section, and they always go over top and beyond. These really caught my attention. Of course, they're marked at $300 plus. I think the cheapest one is like $250. But honestly, yes, please stay tuned. But honestly, I mean, it's worth it because of craftsmanship. Like, the prices make sense, you know. The $85 is like for the basic ones you can get on Amazon, but the unique ones that I like was about $350. I don't know, but I'd have to be personally battling Obi-Wan for me to buy one of those because, baby, I just don't see me spending $300. But I expect the craftsmanship. Daft Punk's here. There was a lot, Rosario Dawson, James McAvoy, Hayden Christensen. There was just so many celebrities that were here, especially comic celebrities. A lot of them were not behind, they were behind the curtain. This was like pretty dope for Avatar. A lot of crossovers, Kylo Ren. But yeah, they had the celebrities behind the thing. I almost bought one of these. One of them it was basically like a stopwatch. And I saw one for the Snitch, but I don't know, like it wasn't calling to me. They have Nubia here. I was so excited to see that she's getting more attention. This is like that little ball from Halloween Town. Say less. Like it do look like that one ball from Halloween Town, but yeah, this is like one of the vendors as well. And then of course, Baby Grogu. They call him Baby Yoda. I know there was a pink one. I don't know if that's like a Baby Grogu punk. I don't know. But Baby Grogu, I feel like he was making me come towards him. He knows he's cute. Look, he used his powers. But this was like a little hallway of like comics. This was pretty dope as well. Just the amount of people there, I feel like it's less than last year. Last year was we're just on top of each other. But this one I was able to maneuver a little bit more, a couple of Deadpools. These wood ones, I saw this one, I was like, wow, like you could tell they went into detail. These characters too, everybody was just hounding them to get pictures with them. And then this is just my view from walking in. Like there's so many layers. Like honestly, the OCC is a beautiful building. It's just there's some additions that I wish they would have added. This was like basically like the K-pop room, K-pop relay, basically where like whatever you can tell they're playing Jenny solo. Okay. But whatever song that would play would be a K-pop song. They would come and dance to it. So if you knew the choreography would come in. I feel like there's a lot of participation. Of course, the melanin was in the front. Just saying. But this was like one of the various game rooms they had. And I really feel like I like that they have game rooms. This game, I Want to Take It Home With Me. It's called Nostalgia. It's a Japanese game. Basically, if you know me personally, you'll know that I played piano for so long. And like it was just nice to play again. It's like Guitar Hero slash piano. If the music wasn't copyrighted, you could hear my nails. When I play piano, I didn't have no nails, so all you hear is muscle memory. But no, this was really fun to play. I wish they would have had a little bit more. I really thought at one point I thought I had to pay for it. I was like, oh, hold on. But I wouldn't mind taking this home with me. Like, it was just nice to play piano again, which tells me I need to, once y'all monetize my page, I need to buy a piano so I can go back to my business of being artistic instead of being mathematical. But no, I was in there playing. Yeah, don't do me. I was like, don't do me. But no, I was in there playing. It was really, really fun. One thing I remember just from middle school and high school is just how addicted we were to Guitar Hero. And now here I am playing this game. They had a couple of other games too I saw on there. So just going into, I call it the basement. Basically, this is basically where all the vendors are. They have the vendors on the bottom floor, I call it the basement. And then the second floor is like the, I guess the game rooms, and the third floor is actually where they take all the photos at, which, I mean, in a way it is organized, but it's not. I decided to take you guys to Tatooine. There's a whole section dedicated to Star Wars because they just know there's so many people who came dressed up like them. It was nice to see everybody dressed up. Like, you can tell, like, they're putting money into this. Giant Chewbacca. Talking about they were charging for pictures. That's why I had muted him, because I had got mad. I was like, excuse me? But, no, it was really dope. I got some close-up videos of him. Yeah, I had to zoom in. But this part was basically where I got infuriated again. This is basically trivia about box office bombs, but guess what? Since we're in the basement, there's no signal. I couldn't even play the game because I couldn't get no signal. I was like, how are you going to have this game in the basement? Who are you going to call? Copyright. So they designed these cars. I think it was pretty dope. I was trying to look. I want to say that's it's not bleach, is it? Doesn't look like it's bleach. It doesn't look like, I just saw the skull part, but these are actually flasks. The Mortal Kombat one and the Game Boy one, I was this close to buying it, but I'm not a drinker like that. Y'all know I'm a social drinker. Like if I'm out and about, I don't really just have it just on my person. Yeah, I liked her cosplay. And then this is Deadpool as a giant T-Rex, which is very on brand for him. Like there's a lot of Deadpools. Like you could play like a little Who's Done It game. This was the Disney trivia. Once again, no signal, and I got mad about that, but yeah. Oh, you thought we was done? Absolutely not. I'm going to give you my MegaCon review. Now, I know a lot of you might be sitting and say, oh my God, you're too harsh. I can be harsh because I'm a professional at this point. It's like my 8th MegaCon. Let's talk about the organization of the spaces. I hit 3 wheelchairs, 2 strollers, all because there's no specific sessions. Like, I wish there was like a specific section that was roped off for people in wheelchairs, people who had strollers, because what's happening is that we're so crowded, we're on top of each other. And then I wish there was like a picture alley. So basically, if you want to take pictures, you go stand over there. And I thought it was just a lot of controlled chaos. Like, I know, they do their best, but I don't understand why there isn't like specific sections. Like everything was on top of each other. Everything was separated by a hope and a dream. I just don't understand how they've been able to get away with this. And then this brings me to my second point. This is the annual MegaCon Orlando, right? It's supposed to be annual, and yet we're still not organized. Like from the parking, trying to find where to park at. Like literally there was like a parking garage right next door and it would say no MegaCon parking. And I'm just like, why would you not have giant cones to stop us? Like you wait for me to drive up to the thing, and then you wait for me to drive up to the thing, and then you're just like, actually, there's no parking here. And then last year, like it was like every year something different. Like I just learned my lesson to just use the go-kart or scooter and make my way there, because this is like ridiculous. Like the GPS is a lie. GPS will say you're 5 minutes away, but it's anime minutes. So 20 minutes have passed and you've only moved 1 inch. Like literally, like the amount of traffic and just disorganization and no clear instructions. Everything was a guess. You're asking people where to go. They don't know what to do. You're in the game rooms. They don't know what's going on. And then that's going to bring me to the trivia part. Like some of the trivia questions were crazy. Like one of the Disney questions, if you guys can answer this in the comments, one of the Disney questions was like, what is Ursula's eel's name? And they were like, what is the fox and the hound's name? Like some of the questions, like they purposely ask you so you can't win. And I'm just like, I'm not trying to sit there and say you should give it to them easy, but like, let's make real trivia. And then like on top of that, I want them to repeat events. Like I'd rather it be like, okay, for the morning crew, this is A, B, and C. For the afternoon, this is A, B, and C. Because now you're not even enjoying the Comic-Con. You're running around trying to catch an event. You're in the middle of an event. You can't find seating. Like I'd rather you have a repeat of events, like have all the events repeat from 10 to 12 and then have them again repeated from like 1 to 3. I'd rather you just do that than you have like 20 different events that, no offense, no one cares about. Like you're over here chasing these events. You're not even enjoying your time. And this is going to come down to the vendors. At the end of the day, we don't need 17 comic strips. Like I'm not trying to be mean either, because I know it sounds rude to, tell these new people who are trying to get their chance at Comic-Con that someone catches, but we can't see them. There's so many vendors there that you can't even see what they're trying to sell, because everybody's on top of each other. Like I think it's a disservice to them. I think they need to either have a competition or like have like a vote be done where it's just like, okay, we can only have 3 vendors selling comic strips. We can only have 4 vendors selling swords. Like there was like enough artillery in there. We was going to battle. Like there's enough artillery in there that we can go to battle, honestly. But like there's a lot of repeat vendors. I'm just like, how many times are we gonna see this? Like, and it's not to be mean, but it's just like if they had less vendors and more space, it's gonna give the vendors more opportunities to win, because to them, they're just like, okay, well, if I don't buy it from you, I'll just go to the other side when I actually feel like it. I don't think that's fair at all. My overall review of Comicon 2023 is a 2 out of 5. I was not happy with the lack of instructions. I hit several people in a wheelchair and I feel horrible about it, like a horrible person. But we're crowded, we're on top of each other. I really feel like they should have had more repeat events. They didn't really give people a chance to really catch them. It's like, oh, well, that's it.